Sometimes people do not return because the place is good. They return because familiar pain still feels like home. That sentence may disturb something because many people have asked themselves, why did I go back? Why did I reply again? Why did I open the door? Why did I explain again? Why did I accept what I already said I would no longer accept? Then shame enters. Maybe I'm weak. Maybe I like suffering. Maybe something is wrong with me. But inside the design is not here to shame the return. We are here to understand the road that leads back. Welcome to Inside the Design by Innocent Minds. In episode 19, we looked at why peace can feel too quiet when pressure has been home for too long. Today, in episode 20, we're looking at how to stop returning to what drains you. Not just relationships, anything at all that keeps taking more life than it gives. It could be a person, it could be a family pattern, a workplace dynamic, leadership habits, money behavior, visibility fear, emotional circle, a spiritual environment that only produces guilt but not growth, or a group where value is only recognized when you are useful. Draining places are not always obviously wicked, and that is why they are tricky to deal with. Sometimes they also give small comfort, small attention, small familiarity, a little bit of sweetness, small apology, small hope, small I will change, small we need you. That little you're the only one who understands. And those small things can pull a person back. Kai. The chain is not always iron. Sometimes it's memory. Sometimes it's loneliness. Sometimes it's guilt. Sometimes it's identity. Sometimes it's old loyalty. Sometimes it is the fear of starting again. Let us make this plain. A person may know the relationship drains them, but when loneliness comes at night, the old number starts looking like medicine. Another person may know that family access is too much, but one emotional message from home and they are back to carrying everything. A leader may know that micromanaging is draining, yes, but the moment a staff makes one mistake, control comes back like an old landlord collecting rent. A professional may know that overworking is destroying health, but rest feels like falling behind, and so they return to exhaustion. The question is not only, why do I go back? A better question is, what does going back give me immediately, even though it costs me later? That question is important because draining patterns usually offer a reward. Not a healthy reward, a quick reward, a temporary reward, but also a familiar reward. Returning may reduce loneliness for one night. Yeah. Saying yes may reduce guilt for one moment. Over-explaining may reduce anxiety temporarily. Chasing may reduce abandonment fear. Overworking may create a short sense of value. Controlling may reduce uncertainty, but then later the cost arrives. Fatigue, resentment, shame, confusion, loss of self-trust, emotional hangover, another broken promise to self. That's the cycle. Quick relief, delayed cost, quick relief again, delayed cost again, and after a while, the person starts thinking the problem is their character, but often it's an access pattern. Access means what is allowed to reach you, shape you, pull you, use you, drain you, or influence your state. Some people are not lacking wisdom, they have poor access design. Everything can enter, every call, every guilt message, every old temptation, every emotional emergency, every family demand, every person who knows the right word to pull them back. No gate, no filter, no pause, no structure, just an open compound. My brother, my sister, if your emotional compound has no gate, Do not be surprised when goats, neighbors, strangers, and even old patterns are holding meetings inside. This is where behavioral architecture matters. We are not only asking what you want to stop, we are asking what structure keeps allowing it back. Because decision without access redesign will suffer. A person may say, I will not go back, but they keep the chat open. They keep checking the status. They keep explaining to mutual friends. They keep romanticizing the small good moments. They keep rehearsing the pain. They keep leaving emotional doors unlocked. And then one day they say, it just happened. No, often it did not just happen. The road was still open. Let us be gentle but honest. If you want to stop returning to what drains you, you must study the route. What time do you usually return? When you are lonely? When you are tired? After a conflict? After success? When you need validation? When family guilt arises? When money pressure hits? When you feel unseen? When peace feels too quiet? You see, patterns have timing and they have doors. They have emotional weather. Some people return when they are tired. Others return when they are happy and want to share with someone familiar. Some return when they feel rejected elsewhere. Some return after being praised because old shame does not know how to hold good things. Some return when the weekend is quiet. So this is why just blocking them may not be enough. Sometimes blocking is necessary. Yes, very necessary. But if you block the person and do not understand loneliness route, another version of the same pattern may enter through another door. Different face, yes, but same design. So the work must go deeper. First, name what drains you, not vaguely, specifically. Is it a person? Is it the access? The way you become around them? The guilt? The explaining? The money requests? The emotional labor? The uncertainty? Or the disrespect? Is it the way your body feels afterwards? Second, identify the quick relief. Ask, what do I get immediately when I return? Do not be ashamed of the answer. Maybe you get attention. Maybe you get belonging. Maybe it's comfort or a sense of being needed. Maybe it's escape from stillness. Maybe it's a familiar feeling of being chosen even if it does not last. Third, name the delayed cost. What does it cost you after? Does it cost you sleep, peace, confidence, self-trust, time, money, clarity, dignity, joy, energy, your relationship with God, your ability to be present with your children, your leadership? When you see both relief and cost clearly, wisdom becomes stronger. Because pattern is no longer hiding behind small sweetness. Fourth, redesign access before emotions return. Do not wait until you are lonely by 11:43 p.m. to decide whether to reply. That is not strategy. That is emotional gambling. Decide earlier when your state is clearer. What will you do when the message comes? Who will you call instead? What will you write but not send? Where will you keep your phone? What boundaries will you set? What app will you remove? What conversation must end? What support must you ask for? You see, state matters, and it matters so much. In NLP, we pay attention to state because the state you are in affects what choice feels available. When you are tired, lonely, guilty, hungry, ashamed, or emotionally activated, old patterns always look more convincing. That is why access must be designed before the storm. You do not start building a roof when the rain has entered the sitting room, especially not just rain. That one does not negotiate. Fifth, this is very important. Do not only remove the draining thing, Ask what function it was serving. If it gave comfort, build safer comfort. If it gave belonging, build healthier connection. If it gave validation, build self-recognition and better mirrors. If it gave escape, build rest. If it gave intensity, build aliveness that does not destroy you. If it gave usefulness, build contribution with boundaries. Because if the function remains empty, the old pattern will apply for the job again. And because it has experience, it may get hired quickly. Sixth, practice the first 15 minutes. Many returns happen because people do not survive the first wave. The first wave of loneliness, the first wave of guilt, the first wave of missing them, the first wave of fear, the first wave of family pressure, the first wave of maybe I'm overreacting. Do not plan forever. Plan the first 15 minutes only. When the urge comes, breathe, drink water, stand up, walk, message a safe person, write the truth somewhere, remind your body that this is a wave, it is not a command. A wave can rise and pass, but if you obey every wave in your life, then your life will be driven by weather. Seventh, rebuild self-trust after each non-return. Celebrate quietly, not with noise, but with recognition. I did not go back today. Give yourself a pat in the back. I allowed the wave to pass. Yeah, I protected my peace. I kept access closed. I chose delayed freedom over quick relief. Now that is evidence. And as episode 17 taught us, identity is rebuilt through repeated evidence in small moments. Now let us be direct. Some draining places may require distance. Some require boundaries. Some require conversation. Some require blocking. Some require professional support. Some require family restructuring. Some require financial planning. And some require spiritual courage. Because leaving what drains you can still hurt you. Do not let the hurt convince you the drain was love. A thing can be painful to leave and still be necessary to leave. That one is mature truth. Before we close, think of one pattern, one person, one place or behavior that you keep returning to. Now ask, what immediate relief does this give me? What delayed cost does it bring? What state makes me most likely to return? What access must I redesign before the next wave comes? What safer support can I replace the function this pattern was serving? Now sit with that thought. Do not defend it quickly. Do not shame yourself. Just study the road. Then close the road with structure. If this episode helped you to understand why you keep returning to what drains you, share it with someone who needs compassion and structure at the same time. Subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, and leave one word in the comments. Access. Because sometimes the issue is not only desire, it is access. What still has access to you has influence over you. If this touched something private, send a message to the Innocent Minds team with the word access. We may ask a few questions to know whether a private clarity conversation can help you understand the pattern, the access point, and the structure that needs to change. No pressure, no public exposure, just a careful space to see what has been draining you, finding the road back. This has been Inside the Design by Innocent Minds, episode 20, How to Stop Returning to What Drains You. Next, we will continue the rebuild of self-arc. We will look at why people keep explaining themselves to those who are not listening. Because sometimes over-explaining is not communication. Sometimes it is fear trying to earn safety from a closed door.